Hello, it is Sundays with Sandra, and I am making a shepherd's pie. I have some leftover squash that's been all mashed up. I've got, happens to be 2 pounds of beef, and I'm going to put stuff into it. I'm going to put salt. I'm not going to measure it. In this case, I decided to use some dried onions so that you can see how easy it is sometimes to do this, because I've got a bunch of dried onions that I want to use up. So I'm going to put a bunch of dried onions in there. This is granulated garlic. Again, I'm not measuring. And I've got some Italian seasoning here. Often I would use individual spices, but in this case I decided to show you how easy it is. This is turmeric. And I'm just putting some in. How am I deciding what to put in? Whatever I feel like. Whatever it is I have. And put it in there. And I'm going to mix this up. And to tell you the truth, I'm not going to mix it all that particularly well because it doesn't matter. So there we've got our meat. Putting it into this dish. So part of why I do this Sundays with Sandra stuff is so you can see how easy it is to make real food, starting with whole ingredients. This is some bone broth that I make, and I'm going to put some of this on there. So there's a little bit of sauce. It's not actually required for this, I don't think, but I decided I was going to put some on. And I'm just putting it on top here. And if you don't have this, it would probably be fine without. But I was thinking about wanting to have a little bit of a sauce on there. And so rather than doing something fancy, I just decided to use some bone broth. Bone broth is good for you for a lot of reasons. So just good to put in there. This is some thinly sliced carrot. Spreading it over that. And I have a package of frozen peas. So again, you can see how easy it is to make food. And then I'm going to take all of this squash and I'm going to stick it on top. No escapees. got some peas trying to jump out of the dish here. And it's the time of year when there's lots of squash around. So if you have some squash sitting around saying, how are you going to use me? This is a good thing to do with it. There we go. Shepherd's pie. It's going to get baked in the 350 oven. Thanks. Sundays with Sandra.